Suzette sent an email saying she's never drinking again. I feel like I've seen that email from her before.
I feel like I've heard you say that you've read that email from her before.
What? How come you're not drinking ever again?
My body hurts. Everything just hurts right now. Well, the plan wasn't really to drink this weekend. It was just kind of to chill and clean the house and organize stuff. And Mr. Baby decided to bring out the DJ set that he hasn't brought that out in quite a while. So he brought that out Friday as soon as I got out of work. I'm like, all right, okay, then I guess we're raging on Friday. So we started taking shots. This was at 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Friday.
Just the two of you so far?
Yeah, and we had a friend that was staying with us. So it was three of us that were going hard just at home by ourselves. So we drank all day Friday. We probably went to sleep like at 1 a.m. And we woke up Saturday. I came to work really quick because I had to get some stuff done. And I get back home. He's back up behind the DJ tables, the turntables. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess we're going round two. Bring out mimosas. We're having a good time. We don't stop till midnight. We literally drank the entire day. We had some other friends come over from out of town. They stayed. They were supposed to leave early. That didn't happen. They slept over. Woke up Sunday, back at it again.
Oh, my God.
I can't do this anymore. Everything hurts.
You know what's funny is that you said something, and I want to tell you something that I noticed too. And Rich, you brought this up too because you went out Friday too, right?
I did, yeah.
And what did you notice Friday?
I noticed that it seemed like people were over the whole COVID thing. It was packed. I mean, and not just the place I left, but I left there at like 7:30. I was done with.
But I mean, you were out too.
I was out too, but every place was packed. I mean, waiting for people to get in. Every place.
Yeah, so I went. I didn't go out, but
Yeah.
something happened where at one point I was like, "What's happening here?" Like my kids had friends over, and I was like, two of my three kids had several friends over at one time, and I was like, "We're in the middle of a pandemic."
Yeah.
Like what happened? It's like I feel like something just kind of maybe subconsciously everyone was just kind of like for a second flip back to normal because it was last night. It was like Sunday night. It was like 7, and I told Jake, "Oh, Jake, it's Sunday." You know, and like it's family day. You know, I was trying to come up with, I forgot the words. I go, it is the Sabbath. But then I thought, is that Saturday?
Yeah.
But I was like, it's Sunday. Sunday. Break that down, son. You mean your son. You're my son. You stay home. But it's like 7 o'clock and he has all his friends over. And then on Saturday, Kemp had all his friends over to watch basketball. And I was like, what? What happened? You know what I mean? And then you had friends over.
Yeah.
And then Rich, you were out Friday night. So
Yeah.
it was like, wait, we got to like, hold on.
Well, we still don't feel like comfortable going out. Like we haven't gone to a restaurant or anything. But yeah, we didn't have like more than 10 people at the house. But I think that's one of the reasons why we went so hard Saturday was because some of the people that came over we haven't seen in so long. It's like friends we usually go clubbing with, and we just hadn't seen them. So we were so excited to have them over.
But I did learn something over the weekend that I felt like I'd heard part of this before, and I brought this on the air many, 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 many years ago, because I have 3 boys. So when you have 3 boys, you learn things. Like I think I came on the air one time and told you guys about a weenus, what the weenus is. You remember what the weenus is?
Your elbow?
Your elbow. Now, do you know what the kagina is?
No.
I feel like you've said this before, and I should know what it is.
Well-
like, obviously, you should remember what the kagina is.
Right.
But
Yeah, are we
I
allowed
don't.
to say that?
I remember weenus.
Yeah,
I remember
it's
weenus.
like the weenus. It sounds dirty, but it's not.
The weenus is the elbow meat. And then kagina, because Dutch, my youngest, was calling his 2 brothers kaginas. And then I was like, hey. And they were like, it's not bad. Google it. So I Googled kagina. And if you go to kagina on Urban Dictionary, it is the skin between your thumb and your index finger right here.
Oh.
This is the kagina.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
They could have worked a little harder on that one.
so,
Biology class.
so there's kagina face. There's all kinds of names calling with kagina in it, and I can't get mad. So and mom can't get mad because how bad is it to call them a piece of skin between your thumb and your finger?
Yeah.
Well, that went on for quite some
Oh,
time.
that's adorable.
I'm sure.
They're right at that stage my brother and I delighted in, and that's trying to make up things that sound like cuss words that really aren't. You combine different words that you think, okay, well, we're going to say that. We're going to say like, jerk, curb. No, that doesn't work. And you work them out.
Kagina is real.
Kagina is good.
But I do think there is a beauty with siblings it's like every sibling knows exactly how to get under their other sibling's skin.
yeah.
And it could even be calling them as something like, you're such an orange, but it's just the way they say it. And it's like, stop it! And the fights just go back and forth.
Yeah, we were in yoga yesterday. Family yoga at Sunday at 2:00. All of us, the 5 of us, laying down hot yoga. And it was me, then Jake, then my wife Blake, then Kemp and Dutch. And it's hot and miserable. We're doing yoga. And something happened. And Jake jumps over Blake to punch Kemp. Then they roll. Then they jump over to Dutch. And then the 3 of them are beating the hell out of each other in a yoga class. And I got to go, stop it! We are here for peace and meditation. Like, we're here. We bring no negative energy into this room.
You're yelling at him, Namaste!
Yeah. Shanti, Shanti. I texted Kyle last night. Did you watch that documentary at all?
I didn't finish it, but I
Do you
did
like it?
start it. It's interesting.
How far are you in?
I think it's like a 2-hour documentary, and I think I have about 30 minutes left.
Oh, wow, you're farther than I am. So I stumbled on this documentary. It's a political documentary, and this is. Tell me if I'm onto the way the way I see it. There's always, Democrats and Republicans. Everyone hates each other, right? Mm-hmm. But this documentary I stumbled. It's called The Swamp, and it's about, I believe, these 2 young House of Representative guys. One's a Democrat and one's a Republican. And it's mostly about how it's not about Republicans and Democrats. The problem is it's the young guys against the old guys. There's all this. That's the big problem in the country right now is that I thought it just broke down how the House of Representatives works because I never knew all that stuff. And like the dudes live there. Like, right? You see how they're
in like a dorm.
In like these guys that are
odd.
like this guy wakes up, he's like in a bunk bed, he gets out of bed, he brushes his teeth, he's in a little tiny like a dorm room.
He can live there?
He puts his suit and tie on, puts makeup on, he walks out and there's the camera crews and he starts doing you see him on Fox News or CNN doing whatever. I'm like, what? And then he has this friendship with this Democrat that does the same thing for California. And then they actually work together on certain things. But it was so eye opening. So if you don't know anything about politics like me, I learned a lot from the hour that I'm in. What do you think?
Yeah, it was very interesting. I can't really tell if it's like
which way it's leaning,
taking a side.
Right, I feel like it's not.
And what was fascinating about it to me is it dives into the money and following the money and how the money in America really drives the decisions of the people we elect to make decisions for us, but they're not really making the decisions for us. They're making the decisions for the people who are supplying the money for them. And it kind of, and like John Jay said, it shows both sides that like, if you want to call it corruption, it's corruption on both sides. And that's why they call it the swamp, because each one of them shares what they feel like the definition of the swamp is and like what the problem with politics is today.
But these 2 young guys, so Democrat, Republican, they're both there talking. They both say they will both vote the exact same way on all these issues, the exact same way. But they don't. Then they can't because the old guys, there's these policies, and it shows how this money and how this guy's can get $100,000 or $55,000 if they do this, and they do this, and they just can't vote the same way. It's incredible, right? And that's
where's
why
that on?
Huh?
Where's
HBO.
HBO? Okay.
It'll blow your mind, but it's like you feel for. It's not about the Democrats and Republicans. It seems like it's the young versus the old.
The generations?
These old people that are in there. You got to get rid of them.